you.
What?
What?
I forgot what to say.
What?
You gender
queer,
genderqueer,
and
non-binary,
non-binary.
pronouns, and gender dysphoria.
Yes.
And then you make the outro. Like,
Out.
peace.
So
Okay.
I
Yes.
will
Yeah.
continue.
Really?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
He's doing it. And they are doing it. German is weird.
German is weird. I will continue now with the next gender identity, which is gender fluid, which is also like my gender identity, and maybe a lot of you guys may also identify as gender fluid. So, gender fluid actually means that you fluctuate between maybe 2 or 3 or I don't know how many genders. So that might be, for example, you might fluctuate between being a man and being a woman. You might fluctuate between being a man and agender and being a woman, or just man neutral and agender. So it just doesn't have to necessarily be man and woman, but it can be any gender that you fluctuate. There are people who experience those different genders at specific days. So, for example, one day they might feel like a woman, one day they might feel as a man. But there are also people who experience different genders when they are with certain people. So for me, for example, it is when I'm with a set group of friends, I feel way more manly, like with this guy. And then there are also other people where I feel more feminine. But it also can be at some days that you experience those gender at the same time, or that it might change at one day. So it sometimes makes it difficult to dress accurately. So maybe you wake up and then you feel like a man, and then at the mid of the day you might experience a really feminine version, a very feminine thing, and then you don't feel comfortable in your clothing anymore. But there are a lot of different things that you might experience as a gender fluid, and every gender fluid individual might experience it differently.
That sounds horrible. And very complicated. So I also want to explain the term gender queer, which is an umbrella term. Gender queer means queer is a word that means like weird or not fitting in, and so gender queer might be an identity but is often used as an umbrella term. It's an umbrella term for many animals. And Jamie's.
I'm a penguin, you see. It's used for animals, so I'm a penguin.
And now you're a duck. Genderqueer might be used as a gender identity, but it's also used as an umbrella term for non-binary gender identities. Non-binary is not fitting into the binary system between man and woman.
Now I wanted to talk about pronouns. So everyone might use different pronouns. Some use they, them, some use he, him, his, some use she, hers. Some people refuse to have pronouns, and some people might use different pronouns. So, for example, in German there are pronouns like xi and xim. No, I don't know. There are many pronouns. Yeah. You can watch my latest video about that. I also talked about pronouns there.
Gender dysphoria is another very important point because
Because
don't you think?
Don't you think gender dysphoria is a bad thing, people?
Not all people experience gender dysphoria the same. Some people might not experience any gender dysphoria. Some people just a little bit, and just on certain days, or when they are with certain people, or some might have a lot of gender dysphoria. If you don't experience a lot of gender dysphoria, that doesn't mean that you are not valid in your gender identity. Yes.
True word.
Really.
So for the German people out there, we made also a video on his channel. You can check it out in the description. And yeah, see you next Tuesday. Peace out, bitches.